Well, it's time to do a little DigInfo.
DigInfo. So
Yes.
you're going to really dig in today.
We are going to dig in,
aren't you?
We are going to dig in. We're going to sweat a little bit. We're going to be talking about turf damage or lawn damage after the winter months. This happens to be a perfect example of a lazy dog that doesn't want to go to this doggy place.
Ugly.
So we're going to have to dig all of this up. But whether it's dog damage or voles or just some winter
Rabbits,
kill, drought, what have
Take
you,
your pick.
the process is pretty much the same, wouldn't you think?
Pretty much the same.
All right.
Damage is damage.
Damage is damage. We've got to dig this up. We've got to get the old stuff out of there, level it back out again, and then put some seed down. And that's what we're going to start doing right now.
I'll go get some products.
Where's your shovel?
There's only one,
All right.
so get busy.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Well, Keith, my, you do some mighty fine work.
I can when I'm under pressure.
That was pressure. So I've brought some seed for us to add.
Good, good.
But one of the things I wanted to make sure that we pointed out to people is why you removed all the dead sod.
Well, I know that this particular problem right here is dog spots. And dog spots mean they've left behind salt and ammonia and other bad things that new seedlings won't like. So I just strip off that top layer of old sod to get rid of those things. And then what I like to do also is to dig up the soil, not just rake it, but to dig down deep. Because this new grass seed, when it comes up, those little seedlings are going to need some nice fluffy soil to root down into. They're not as vigorous, they're not as strong as adult grass.
Well,
so,
people forget that roots need oxygen.
right. And then we
So
want
it's
them to
important.
get nice and deep in the ground right as soon as possible to get
So we just need to
established.
sprinkle the seed, water it in, and
Yep.
we are good to go.
Now you'll need to keep this nice and wet, probably watering once or twice or even 3 times a day depending on how warm and sunny it is, right?
Absolutely.
You just want to keep the surface wet all the time because that's where the seed is. And then once the seed starts to germinate, water more deeply and less frequently and let the grass get established.
Now, I really like to prevent the problems from even happening. So make sure you visit your local independent garden center. They're going to have products like Yard Dog that'll actually help prevent the spots from even occurring so you're not having to do this kind of damage. But also things like voles and rabbits. There's all sorts of products out there to help you deter them. Make sure to visit those independent garden centers and they will be able to help you answer all of your questions to prevent these problems and to get the products to fix them.
Exactly, and the garden centers know what they're talking about.